Hello everyone. So in, uh, in last class we discussed about maxima and minima. In last video we discussed about maxima and minima of one variable, its properties, what is global maxima, global minima, what is local maxima, local minima, and stationary values of the given function, necessary condition of the given function, and stationary necessary and sufficient condition for the given function to find the maxima and minima and corresponding values of maximum and minimum values of the given function. Now we are taking some questions of maxima and minima here, and we can find any maximum and minimum value or the maximum and minimum of any kind of function like algebraic function, logarithmic function, exponential function, trigonometric functions. We can find the maxima and minima and corresponding maximum and minimum values of any type of function. So we move to the questions now, the mathematical questions. Today we will discuss about the maxima and minima. So the first question is, find the maximum and minimum values of the polynomial function f given by fx is equal to 8x raised to the power 5 minus 15x raised to the power 4 plus 10x square. I repeat the question. Find the maximum and minimum values of the polynomial function f given by fx is equal to 8x raised to the power 5 minus 15x raised to the power 4 plus 10x square. So you can see the independent variable of this function is x and the dependent variable of this function is fx. And it's a algebraic polynomial in 5 degree. So the first step for finding any maxima and minima of this function is that we have to differentiate one time of given function. So we just differentiate the given function one time, we obtain f dash x. We are differentiating with respect to x here. So the differentiation of 8x raised to the power 5 is 14x raised to the power 4. The simple differentiation we are doing, minus sign, 15x raised to the power 4 is 60x cube and 10x squared is 20. So we differentiate the given function one time with respect to x. Right? Now let this function be 0. Let f dash x be 0. If f dash x is 0, then this f dash x can be written as like this by factorization method. हमने इसका factorization कर दिया. सबसे पहले आप देख सकते हैं इस एक्सप्रेशन में से x कॉमन ले लिया, ये x कॉमन ले लिया, इनफैक्ट 20x कॉमन ले लिया और अंदर क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल बचा, राइट. क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल को हमने क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल अप्रोच से सॉल्व कर लिया तो हमें मिल गया x into x minus 1 whole square into 2x plus 1. Now let f dash x is 0. It means 20x x minus 1 whole square 2x plus 1 is 0. It means x is equal to 0. X is equal to 1 because x minus 1 whole square is 0. And if 2x plus 1 is 0, then x is equal to minus 1. So we are getting 3 points. X is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, and x is equal to minus 1. And as we discussed in the previous video that if you are putting f dash x is 0, you are obtaining the values of x, and that values of x are called stationary values. So x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, and x is equal to minus 1 by 2 are stationary values. So these are the stationary values of the given function. Now, and this is f dash x is 0 is the necessary condition as well, as we discussed in the last video. Now we will find the second order derivatives of this function. So we find second order derivative of this function. Again, we differentiate f dash x with respect to x. We obtain 160x cubed minus 180x squared plus 20. If we take common 20, then it will be 20 times of 8x cubed minus 9x squared plus 1. So basically, f double dash x is 20 times of 8x cubed minus 9x squared plus 1. Now, we have three stationary values. Number 1, 0, number 2, 1, and number 3, minus 1. Minus 1 by 2. Right? So 1 by 1, we will put it. First, we put x is equal to x is equal to 0 here in f double dash x is 0. So what we obtain? We obtain f double dash 0 is equal to, आप 0 पुट कर दीजिए इसमें, आपको क्या मिल जाएगा? 20 मिल जाएगा. We will obtain 20, and 20 is no doubt greater than 0. And we know that if double derivative at a particular point is positive, then that particular point is called minimum. So basically, x is equal to 0 is minimum. So we can write it, x is equal to 0 is minimum. It's a minimum. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि the corresponding value of function will be minimum value. What it means? It means f dash 0, f of 0 will be minimum value. And what will be the value of f of 0? Let's see. This is our fx. So put x is equal to 0, we will obtain 0. So f of 0 is equal to 0 is the minimum value of this function. Since x is equal to 0 is the minima of this function, so the corresponding value of the function will be minimum value of this function. So 0 will be minimum value of this function. Similarly, put second stationary value x is equal to 1. We obtain f double dash 1 is 0. If we are putting x is equal to 1 in f double dash, just put it 8 minus 9 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1 0. It means at x is equal to 1, f double dash or second order derivative of the function is 0. What it means? It means this x is equal to 1 is basically neither maxima nor minima, or we cannot say anything. This x is equal to 1 is neither maxima nor minima, or we cannot say anything. That's why the corresponding value of the function, that is f of 1, will be neither a maximum value nor a minimum value. Now third stationary value, put x is equal to minus 1 by 2. At x is equal to minus 1 by 2, the value of this second order derivative will be minus 45. That is negative, less than 0. And we know that if second order derivative of the given function at a particular point is negative, then that particular point is called maxima. So x is equal to minus 1 by 2 will be maxima of this function. And if we put x is equal to minus 1 by 2, which is maxima of this function, to the given function, we will obtain f of minus 1 by 2 is 21/61, and this value is called maximum value of the function. Because x is equal to -1/2 is the maxima. If we put this maxima into the given function, we will obtain the maximum value. So for the given function, 0 will be the minimum value of the function. X is equal to 0 is the minima, and 21/61 will be the maximum value of the function, and x is equal to -12 will be the maximum. And x is equal to 1 will be neither maxima nor minima, as at x is equal to 1, the second order derivative is 0. So we cannot conclude anything. That's why x is equal to 1 is neither maxima nor minima, or we can say it's a saddle point. The point which is neither maxima nor minima is called a saddle point. Right? And after putting this saddle point, which is neither maxima nor minima, into the function, we will say the function has neither maximum value or nor minimum value at that particular point. Now we move to second question. Show that y is equal to sine raised to the power px cos raised to the power qx attains the maximum value when x is equal to tan inverse under root p upon q. So in this question, the given function is y is equal to sine raised to the power px cos raised to the power qx. And we have to prove that maxima of this function will be tan inverse under root p upon q, because at this point the function is attending the maximum value. That's why this is maximum. So we start with the steps. Number 1, हम y को fx भी लिख सकते हैं. So let y is equal to fx is equal to sin raised to the power px cos raised to the power qx. अब हमें इसका डिफरेंशिएशन करना है. So डिफरेंशिएशन हम डायरेक्टली भी कर सकते हैं, और राइट, so we can differentiate it directly, और log लेके भी कर सकते हैं. So अगर हम log लेते हैं और फिर डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं, so what we will obtain? We obtain the differentiation of log y will be 1 upon y dy by dx. यहाँ पे हम देखिए log ले रहे हैं, तो ये we are taking log both the sides. So log y is equal to, in this step, after this step, हम इसे डिफरेंशिएट डायरेक्टली भी कर सकते हैं, log लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, और log भी ले सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. So log y is equal to log sine raised to the power px multiplied with cos raised to the power qx. ठीक है. नाउ अगर हम log की प्रॉपर्टी लगाएं, तो log की प्रॉपर्टी से इसको हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? log mn is equal to log m plus log n. तो हम इसे सेपरेट कर देंगे. That is log sin p sin raised to the power px plus log cos raised to the power qx after applying the property of log. ये हमने सेपरेट कर दिया. Implies, अब वहां यहाँ पे हम वापस log की प्रॉपर्टी लगाएंगे. log की प्रॉपर्टी क्या कहती है? sin m raised to the power n is equal to n log m. Oh, sorry, log m raised to the power n is equal to n log m. तो यहाँ पे ये जो पावर p है ये पहले आ जाएगी, सो वी कैन राइट डाउन p log sin x प्लस, सिमिलरली इसमें भी ये प्रॉपर्टी लगा दीजिए, q log cos x, right? So log y will be p log sin x plus q log cos x. अभी तक हमने डिफरेंशिएशन नहीं किया है, हमने सिर्फ फंक्शन का log लिया है ताकि हम डिफरेंशिएशन इजीली कर सकें, राइट? अब हम x के रेस्पेक्ट में डिफरेंशिएशन कर देते हैं. So the differentiation of log y with respect to x will be 1 upon y dy by dx. p राइट साइड में p कांस्टेंट है, p कांस्टेंट है. Differentiation of log sin x will be differentiation of log sin x will be 1 upon sin x और sin x का cos x, 1 upon sin x into cos x, that is cot x, plus q as it is log cos x का differentiation 1 upon cos x into minus sin x, that is minus tan x. So 1 upon y dy upon dx is equal to p cot x minus q tan x, right? y अगर हम इधर शिफ्ट कर दूं, so dy by dx will be y times of p cot x minus q sin x. इसी तरीके से x के रेस्पेक्ट में एक बार और डिफरेंशिएट कर लीजिए और d2y upon dx2 फाइंड कर लीजिए. So d2 upon dx2, d2y upon dx2 will be this, right? Now for a maxima and minima, the first order derivative must be 0. So we put first order derivative is 0. For maxima and minima, we are putting first order derivative is 0. It means y times of p cot x minus q tan x is 0 because this is the first order derivative. Put the value of y here, which is in the question, sin raised to the power px, cos raised to the power qx, and p cot x minus q tan x as it is, which is 0. Now if it is 0, then find all the values of x. If it is 0, then sin x will be 0. If it is 0, then cos x will be 0. If it is 0, then p cot x minus q tan x will be 0. That is p cot x is equal to q tan x. If sin x is equal to 0, what it means? It means x is equal to 0 in the given domain. If cos x is equal to 0, it means x is equal to pi by 2 in the given domain. And if p cot x minus q tan x is 0, then we can find that tan square x will be p upon q. इसमें ट्रिग्नोमेट्री आइडेंटिटी लगा के हम इसे सॉल्व कर लेंगे एंड वी विल ऑब्टेन tan स्क्वायर x is equal to p upon q और tan x is equal to under root p upon q और x is equal to tan inverse under root p upon q. So after putting first order derivative is 0, we are obtaining x is equal to 0, x is equal to pi by 2 and x is equal to tan inverse under root p upon q. And these points are called stationary points. Now put x, however we have to put one by one these all stationary points in the second order derivative and find which is maxima and which is minima. But in the question we have to prove that x is equal to tan inverse under root p upon q is maxima. So we are taking only this point. We are ignoring the remaining stationary points. So if we are putting x is equal to tan inverse under root p upon q in the second order derivative, which is we earlier evaluated, we obtain the second order derivative is negative. If the second order derivative at a particular point is negative, then definitely that point is maximum. So x is equal to tan inverse under root p upon q is maxima and the corresponding value of the function is maximum value. Since the second order derivative at this particular point is negative, That's why this particular point, which is a stationary point we earlier evaluated, is called maxima of the given function. And if we put this maxima into the given function, we obtain the maximum value of the function. Hence, proof. So thank you very much. Thank you.